Hello everybody, this is Rosh. I am a level 41 Templar in the Zykel server, and I'm here today to teach you a little bit about Templars. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm going through all this trouble. Well, for one thing, I'm bored and I have nothing else better to do, but for another, Templars are kind of misunderstood, and they're a confusing class all around, so I'm going to try to clear up some rumors and try to help you out with stigma placement, mana stone placement, things like that. Everybody's different, everybody makes their Templar different, but I'm just going to give you a couple examples of how I go about it. Let's start out with the most important thing. Find a cleric, find a chanter, and get some buffs. You're gonna need them to increase HP and defense. It's very useful, go for it. Get a lot of pots, I have plenty as you can see. Helps to have Legion members that do alchemy. You can get some food too to increase your max HP, which is also very helpful. I'm kind of running low. Just noticed that. You can also get pots that both increase HP and MP. They're not very useful for Templars, but they're great backup if you have nothing else, so keep a couple on you. Some Templars like the overtime heal pots, 157 every 2 seconds, that's okay and all, but an Asmodean can kind of take that right back off of me just as fast, so I like the big pots there. Then you've got the Abyss pots, as you can see, I'm all out. However, they're cheap, 200 Abyss points, you can get them in bulk, I recommend them. Their cooldown sucks, but 2,000 plus HP in one go, it will really help you out in the long run. And what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna strike a pose. Hi, look at me, I'm pretty and shiny, I'm a Templar, la la la. Templars overall are actually just group oriented. That's what we do. We go out there, and if Andre looks at us funny, we start, putting the sword up his ass. Or we'll go into dungeons and start smacking around bosses like RM78C. It's important to spam your taunts. This cannot be expressed enough, because aggro is so funny in this game. Clerics, they're the little aggro whores, so make sure you spam it and keep them from dying, otherwise they'll be very, very angry with you. Starting out, mana stones, very easy to a default. It's been a question I've asked for a long time. Fizz crit or attack? Well, the answer in the long run is Fizz crit. You'll want Fizz crit to start off. Get it up there pretty good. Mine's not too great yet, but you can also get earrings and necklaces and rings that will increase your Fizz crit. So start putting that in there, and then once you think you have a decent enough Fizz crit rate, make sure you put in some attack. Yes, train of thought lost. So yeah, put some attack in there just to add to your DPS, because as you well know, we just don't have it. Get some good gear. You don't want to be squishy. That's the last thing you need when you're running a dungeon is 2-hit, shots. So definitely get some decent gear. As you can see, my mana stone placement kind of sucks, because I just put whatever random one I had. I wouldn't recommend HP. It's pretty useless, even though I've got it in mind because I'm an idiot. Don't use block either, because block is also pretty useless. You got a shield. You've got your own natural block. You really don't need it. It's a waste of space. So try to just focus on Fizz crit and attack. And once again, good gear. No leather. Templars who wear leather, I can't understand it. Evasion does not equal better. That's good for Sens and Rangers, but not for you. So keep to the plate, would you? Just a suggestion. Next up is stigmas. You will need these, and an inescapable judgment is the one you will need the most. So if you can get it off the broker, you can possibly get it pretty high price, but save up for it because you'll need it. Pulls the enemy to you, so you can smack them around, and it'll also slow them if they start to run. Not for very long, but it's good. It's about the only distance thing you have, so you must get it. Always use inescapable judgment. Arguments about how to use it, but whichever way you want. Use it to stop a spell, use it to bring somebody to you, whichever. Break power is a very nifty attack to have. However, it's kind of shitty because it goes away real fast if you're not quick enough to hit it. So if you see it pop up on your screen, hit it as fast as possible, but sometimes you'll glitch out and it still will disappear before you can use it. I'd still recommend getting it. Count how many times I use in this fucking video and win a goddamn cookie. Insight Rage. Very, very useful. You're gonna need a second taunt because your first one doesn't always work. Doesn't always work to keep that aggro, so you're gonna need a second one. Insight Rage is the best way to go, especially if they kind of run from you. It's a 1 minute cooldown, but it's a good way to get extra aggro, so get Insight Rage, whatever level you are at. Then you've got punishment. This is a great sword skill. You obviously need a great sword in order to use it. And that's kind of tricky in the sense that in the middle of battle, changing weapons is a pain in the ass. If you're in the middle of an action or a spell, it'll say you can't change weapons, blah 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 blah, and that leaves you open for a couple of seconds to figure out what the hell you're gonna do. So put your change weapon button above the punishment icon, which you see probably down at the bottom, and my mouse will eventually move to because I'm lagging. There we go. The change weapon button, and then whenever you hit that and it actually works, then you can just scroll right down and get your punishment. It deals a good deal of damage. It's very useful, and it has the potential to knock them back so you can use break power or what have you. So I would recommend getting it just for that extra boost of DPS when you need it most. Every Templar is built differently. What you do with your Stigma Stones and Mana Stones is entirely up to you. However, it just works for me the way that I've done it. Oh boy, look, an example. No, no, no. Where are you going, Helga? Come back here. Don't be shy. Bam. Alright, well, we got her, and we're going to demonstrate on her. So, what we're doing here is basically we're first slowing her attack speed. I can't remember the attack name precisely, but it's very useful because she's taking a lot longer to actually wheel me down. But another skill that we have is called Empyrean Armor. And it's probably the most useful thing on this freaking character. When you hit it, it restores some of your HP and then increases your max HP, I think, by like 25%. But probably the best part of this skill, and as you can see I just hit it, is that I take less damage from players. So you can see she's not having a fun time trying to kill me right now. That's really, really fun there. But another one, which is next to the slow spell, is to decrease accuracy and evasion and I talk good, speak well, LOL. So use that on the Rangers and Assassins. It really turns the tide of a battle if they can't hit you or and if you hit them harder. So as you can see, Templars have some good skills. Poor Helga. Thank you for your help. You can go back home now. So there we go. I've got a gladiator here, probably low level. I'm really hitting him harder than I probably should theoretically, and I just glitched out. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I can't see anything. Alright, I'm feared now apparently. Sweet. But another ability I'm going to show you here after I get aggro off of me, and oh no, that gladiator died, I'm sorry about that, is something called Iron Skin. This freaking Spirit Master's driving me up a fucking wall, so I'm just going to go after her anyway. But this ability is called Iron Skin. Very useful when you've got a crap load of buffs on you and these Spirit Masters are driving you out of your fucking mind. You pop this off, it reduces the damage that you take by 50%, but it also removes debuffs. Now in this case, it removed them for a couple of seconds and she put them right back on me. But the problem with this particular talent is that it only lasts for 30 seconds. You get 30 seconds of minor invincibility and 10-minute cooldown. So yeah, not very fun there, but you can definitely use it in times of desperation. You really gotta use it sparingly because of the 10-minute cooldown. As you can see though, it really helped me out there. Oh no, look, a little ranger guy. Sorry, ow. Oh, didn't mean to kill you there. Anyway, when it comes down to it, Templars are not good solo PvPers. We just don't do enough DPS, even though we can take the damage real well. However, solo, you really need good fucking Abyss gear to be able to DPS for the damage. Oh, right, that guy, he was my 700th kill. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Thank you for the 700 kills. I love you, man. Sorry it had to end this way, but 700 kills is a good thing, I think. It means I have no life. Anyway, this video is running a little bit long. I'm going to split it up into two parts. Next part, I'm going to show you how to survive out in the open desert. Probably the best ways to go and the things to do in order to not only piss the Asmodeans off, but to keep them from getting nice, juicy Abyss points off of you. So tune in next time.